Everyone, welcome back. This is Doc coming to you from server 618, season 1. I'm here to talk to you about Eowyn. Eowyn is the daughter of Theoden, the sister of Eomer, and she's probably most well known for slaying the Witch King. But that's not why I'm here to talk to you. So today I guess I want to talk about how to set her up and what I use her for, generally speaking. So Eowyn, a couple things about her. She's a balanced hero with her balance effects. She's got 25 extra might, 25 extra focus, 25 speed, and 2 skill points that come with her. And she is really the starting commander and a tier 1 commander that you get with Rohan. I picked her up season 1, and I've actually, if you see, I'm respect level 13 with her, and it's because she does really well with tier 4 of Rohan marshals. But this is how I have my my lady here set up. My recommendation is that you go ahead and start leveling Rohan first, and then from there, once you get your 15 points in that, you can kind of move up from that. I actually recommend Riding Excellence and then White Lady or Rohan probably next, as long as you have Respect level 5. And then of course Frontline Rescue, that gives you your melee units recover health, and then the Nobility. And then from there you can go into Cleave, which seems to be the best DPS skill or the best damage skill for her. And then this is where a lot of the debate is, where the extra points go. So I actually use Shield Maiden quite a bit. Looking at the logs in my experience, Shield Maiden's been probably the best choice for me. Some people will use Durnhelm to get more commander damage, but I don't feel like she does enough damage for this to really benefit. If you have enough points that you can go into Cripple, or maybe into Giant Slayer if you're dealing with a lot of large units, sure, that may be beneficial, but my recommendation is go Shield Maiden until it's maxed out, and then I would choose this defensive stance. At least that's what I'm going to try next. I'm not sure if I guess I'll probably test Attack Vitals when we get to that level, but that's going to be past Respect level 17, so I'm a ways away from that still. But this is kind of how I have her set up. This is my recommendation. Especially with her, and using it as a balanced commander here on the good side. For her gear, one thing I do always recommend is finding gear with might and gear with speed, whether it's commander speed or army speed. So here I've been pretty lucky. I actually picked up the Reach of Rittermark. The only downside of this one is actually I don't have the Cleave. I don't have the correct secondary weapon skill, and the secondary weapon skill that I really would like to see on that is probably I think it's called, right here, Might of Cavalry. So allied mounted units damage up 12. So I'm hoping that that'll come eventually, but of course I don't have it right now, so I haven't refined it at all, and I do have a few of those. Next thing is I actually like the Scout's Mail, because the commander speed is really nice on that. Once I get to refine it up a little bit more, it'll be really beneficial. One thing I do want to notice for the helm, I use Madness Immunity because she does have some weakness versus Madness. But the other reason I use it instead of Stun, because that's always a big conversation, is that White Lady of Rohan, when maxed out, gives you mounted unit stun immunity, which is really beneficial. Her accessory, you can use the Hithalion, which is the rope, or you can use the Night Star. I also have used the Worn Out Smoking Pipe in the past. I personally like the Night Star because of Pursuit. I think Pursuit is a really underrated skill. It works really well with commanders that have a lot of evasion, such as Gandalf the Grey or Gil-galad. Those would be direct counters for those kind of commanders. So that's kind of how I have my gear set up. I would say that some of her pros, another really pro for her over some other commanders, is that she's a really fast commander. Her speed, if you see here, it's base level 182, and then plus she gets 154 for 1.54 point per level, which is really fast. There's only a few commanders in the game that are faster than that. It's a really nice thing. She's also really easy to respect up. She gets early respect, which is great. Cheap, nice, and she heals for PvE. So heals with PvE goes a long way, which is really important. Weaknesses, obviously in the anti-cavalry, she would be weak towards, and madness if you don't have a madness helm. She also really doesn't have a lot of defense against focus or burn damage, which kind of is a weakness, especially in fighting against evil. So if you have something, a chest with like some burn resist or something like that, that would be nice as well, for a little bit of more survivability. But you know, overall, she's a really good commander. She does really well. Units, I like to use, and actually I recommend all melee units for her. Let me see where I have her. Oh, reloading. There we go. Melee units, I'm running marshals, and then I have my cavaliers and my cataphracts. All three melee units. The reason you want to use melee units is because she has the heals for the melee units, which is right here, the frontline rescue. So it's important that you don't use bow knights with her or something of that nature, because you want to really maximize that recovery, that healing that she gets. So that's kind of how I have her set up. I am excited to use her. She's been great for me in Season 1. Can't wait to see how far I can get her in Season 2. And I look forward to any questions you guys may have. So thanks for tuning in. Hope to make another video about someone else here coming up soon. Thanks again. Have a good one. Bye-bye.